In the heart of the ancient whispering woods, where the trees seemed to murmur secrets to the wind, a young hiker named Oliver found himself in a bit of a pickle. The sun was beginning to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in deep hues of orange and pink, while shadows crept further into the forest. Oliver had been exploring the woods since dawn, following the trails he had mapped out in his adventure handbook. He was a curious lad, always looking for the next mystery to unfold or a fascinating creature to spot. He had started his journey full of excitement, but realized a little too late that he had veered off the beaten path. The deeper he wandered into the grove, the more unfamiliar everything became. The tall pines stood like silent sentinels, and the underbrush whispered beneath his feet. His heart began to race as the soft rustle of leaves turned into a cacophony of strange sounds. Birds chattered nervously in the canopy, and every once in a while, a twig snapped under no one's foot. Oliver's stomach twisted with a mix of excitement and apprehension. Though he had enough snacks and a flashlight, the prospect of spending a night in the unknown woodland was not on his agenda. With the clock nearing twilight, he decided to trace his steps back. But as he turned, he heard a different noise, one not from the forest. It was a gentle hum, a tune almost like a lullaby, emanating nearby. Oliver hesitated. It was too melodic to be the wind, too comforting to ignore. Driven by curiosity, he edged his way deeper through the trees, careful to mark his trail this time. Soon, he stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight, where an ancient stone circle stood like the remnants of a forgotten time. There, he saw her, a tiny creature, no more than a foot tall, with wings shimmering like a butterfly's under the ethereal glow. She was sitting on one of the stones, weaving threads of light. The melody ceased as the little creature looked up, locking eyes with Oliver. A smile played across her face, and without speaking, she invited him to come closer. "Hello," said Oliver softly, his voice barely a whisper. "Who are you?" "I am Lumina," the creature replied, her voice as delicate as a spider's silk, dancing in the cool air. "I keep the forest lit when the moon is high and the path is dark. But you, dear child, seem to have lost your path." Oliver nodded. "Yes, I lost my way. Can you help me find it?" Lumina nodded with a twinkle in her eyes. She soared upward, her wings trailing glowing dust that lit the path like falling stars. Oliver followed her, his fear replaced by wonder and an overwhelming sense of safety. As they navigated the woods, Lumina pointed out hidden wonders, a family of bats resting upside down, silver streams that sang softly with the help of pebbles, and ancient trees with knots that seemed to wink as they passed. Eventually, they arrived at the fringe of the forest, where the path home became clear again, lined with the gentle glow that Lumina had laid down. Oliver turned to thank her, but she was already retreating back into the embrace of the forest. As he walked back home, a while later, he looked back at the whispering woods. The thoughts of fear had long vanished, replaced with the magic of what he had encountered. He knew that somewhere in the vast world, in those whispering woods, a friend looked over them, guiding lost souls with a gentle song of the night. It was an adventure he would never forget, and Oliver knew he would return one day, not out of necessity but to explore more of the wonders within. And as the clock counted down to midnight, Oliver realized that in the vast embrace of the forest, he was never truly alone.